Hello, Big Daddy Fun here. Thank you for joining me for this video. Today I decided that I was gonna go ahead and actually start recording a little bit on the server that we've been on. I've actually done a couple videos on my YouTube channel from the server. So one of the videos I did was from here at my mansion base. And so I'm not going to go around and show you quite everything that's on here, because you probably saw a lot from the video that I did. And if you didn't, go back and watch the video and you'll see what the mansion looked like when I first got here, and the transformation that's taken place so far. So outside of the mansion here, you'll see that I'm not sure if I had this building up when I did that video. I don't think I did. And on the video I didn't kind of explain what this is, but this is actually a music disc farm. It didn't work quite 100% correctly, and there was a slab right there, and I guess that, or no, it's up here. Anyway, what happened was the skeleton archer kept shooting the Iron Golem, and he died. But anyway, I got quite a few music discs from it, and I actually put some out on the server kind of as freebies for all the other players. And so I didn't need any more music discs. So now it just kind of has become sort of just like a regular gunpowder creeper farm. I've got a few stacks in here, but honestly I really don't need a whole lot of gunpowder. I've got like somewhere around 5 double chests of gunpowder right now, and so I don't need any more. So when I did the video for the mansion, I think I mentioned the bee farm. This farm has been working extremely well, and I got it set up right now that in this chest I get both honey bottles and honeycomb. So on this side, in all the okay, it's not one, there we go, in all the dispensers I have bottles, and then I've been slowly converting this side over from shears to bottles. And so this to this point, but I think I'm gonna leave it at that, and as the shears wear out, then I'll replace them, and that way I keep getting some honeycomb, because that'll come in useful for 117. As of right now, we're not on 117 on the server. I'll show you. You can see up in the top left hand corner there, we're still on 116.5. And that is because if you see the third line down, it says paper server, and 117 has not been released for the paper server as of yet. So we're still on 116.5. So the other thing that I wanted to show you is over here. So you could see by the video that I did that this here was this had a whole bunch of trees in it, and there was hills, and there was a giant hill over here. It took me quite a bit to clear everything out, and I did do that in survival. Everything was done in survival. I did the video in creative, and actually when I was doing the video I kind of forgot that I was in creative mode and kind of goofed up. I ended up losing the boat because of that. But anyway, so I have a little turtle enclosure in here, and just kind of a place that I can breed them if I want to and get the scoots. I don't really see a great need for them, so I don't really do a whole lot with that. And then over here I've built another enclosure, and this one is my fox den. So I kind of like this one a little bit better than the turtle enclosure. It came out a little bit better, but you can see I have several foxes in here. I think looks like there's 2 of them back there, maybe 1. Okay, and then there's 2 over here, and you'll see that if I go close to the fox, they don't run away, because I bred these, and they're fairly tame. So you can see I can come over and they don't wake up. Oh, there are two back here. So I got two here, and then there's one, and then there's two more over there. So I think I got 5 of them. So another thing that I didn't really mention, I did mention about some of the animals. So I've got some pigs up there, some sheep, some cows, some chickens. Back here I have 2 more foxes, and those actually, if I go in, those would run away because I purchased them from another player on the server, and so those are not tamed to me. And then I also have some pandas in here. I've been breeding them, and so I actually have 3 brown pandas in here, which are rare, but apparently they're not so rare. The genealogical descendants that I got from the other player on the server, they turn out that brown bears are kind of coming, I guess. And then I have some llamas over here that I have tied up, and then I have a couple 3 skeleton horses, and I have some horses, donkeys, and mules over here. Most of these are all here because I wanted to get the achievement for 2x2, and I have just one more animal that I got to breed yet, and that's ocelots, and I got that achievement. And you can see I've got a bunch of rabbits in here, and the big thing that I wanted to do was get a bunch of rabbits, because I know in the 117 update we're going to get bundles, and we need rabbit hide to make the bundles, rabbit hide and string. So I've been breeding up some rabbits, and I'll come in here every once in a while and kill a number of them and then breed them back up again. And also it's like I wanted to get some rabbit's foot so I could do some potions of quickness. So, but the big thing I wanted to show you today is this building here. So my plan is as you may know from the video I did before, and if you don't know it, then I'll tell you now. Over on this side I have a potato and carrot farm, and then there's a wheat farm, and then there's a melon and pumpkin farm back there. So I have them coming up through, then I have the Aaron farm, and then of course the bee farm. And so my plan is to have the farms kind of come around the mansion here, so while I'm here they are all loaded and everything's running. And I still got to figure out where I'm going to put all the animals yet, but I think my plan is to build a probably like a farm or a barn, and use that to put the horses and stuff in. Either that or I'm going to build a stable, but I'm probably going to do maybe a barn at some point, and I might do that right out in this area here someplace, and have most all the animals in. And then the pandas, I want to do a separate place for them, but then I want to build like a kind of almost like a jungle vibe to the area that they're going to be in. So in here, this is another one of the farms that I actually just built, and this is a sheep shearing farm. So I have 2 of every color, and then these last 4, the black, the red, the blue, and the white, I have 3 of those. And so the way I have it set up is that I have minecart running underneath each of these lines here. So there's one running here, 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 and then of course here. So the mine carts are running underneath, so when the sheep gets sheared, the wool drops, sits there, and then the mine cart picks it up, and then all those mine carts come over and go to a dispenser that I have set up, that the dispenser shoots, and then there's water running across here, and it goes underneath the mansion, goes over, and then on the inside, back here in my storage room, is where I have a bubble column coming up, and so you can see I have that section right there. I had to put some fences in there because I I guess I could have put some upside down stairs in there, but the fences work fine. I had to put something there so I could still open the chests that are down here. And then that bubble column flows up, and I'll show you upstairs where it goes and what I'm going to do. Okay, so now I am actually up on what used to be the Woodland Mansion roof. This was the highest part of the building, and I have built this roof over the top. I'm still not sure that I'm happy with this whole transition in here, but it's kind of like I did that because I wasn't really 100% certain what I wanted to put in. I still have to, I might come back to that at some point and redo it, because the reason I did the glass and the cobblestone there is because that's actually to the outside. And so maybe what I might do is actually put some wood down here at the bottom to make the transition a little better. I don't know, I haven't figured it out, and so I just kind of left it at that. But anyway, the bubble column from the wool farm comes up here, and then it ends up going into a hopper and going into this chest and feeding down into this chest. Now my problem is that because it's two farms for each color, and then 4 of them have 3 colors, I get quite a bit of wool, and so I have to keep coming up here and grabbing wool and putting it in these chests here, and that's kind of a pain in the butt. And I don't really want to have to do that. I'd rather have it be automatic so I don't have to do it. So as you can see, I started putting some hoppers up here and running them across, and I've got some supplies here. And so what my plan is so I don't have it running into this just yet because I haven't finished it. It's still running into those chests, but starting I think on this one here, I am going to do a sorting system. And so I have some supplies here. I brought some cobblestone up, and I've got some dark oak, some stone brick stairs, some stone brick walls, stone bricks, and the same with the cobblestone, and then some dark oak planks and some stairs and a bunch of chests. So what I need to do is figure out just exactly where everything's going to go and start building this. So let me figure out where I'm going to put this first one, and I'll bring you back when I have that built. Alright, so I'm back. I finally figured out where I wanted to put this. So what I was faced with is I wanted to have it at least 3 high because of the amount of wool that I'm going to be getting, and in order to do that I couldn't come back anymore because that redstone would be cut off by the block on the roof. So I had to come out this far, and so what I also had to do is, or what I'm gonna have to do is, I'm gonna have to make the bubble column go up like 1 or 2 blocks higher, and then come out and drop into a hopper right there, and then it'll come through the system. So I just built the sorting setup that I know, and that is almost like a T-shape. You see the T-shape right here, and so on top of that one you have the comparator, and then on these two there's redstone up there, and then there's redstone on this one, a repeater going back in, and then a redstone torch right here. So basically what happens is when an item comes in that is correct, it'll send a signal, it'll unlock that hopper, and or I guess this hopper, and the items will start flowing into down through the chests or the hoppers into this bottom chest here. Just to show you that it does work, what I'll do is I'll throw these 23 blocks of blue wool in there, and you can see they're coming into the bottom chest here. So now what I need to do is I'm probably going to do 2 for each of the ones that have 3 wool dispensers outside, because they're going to get the most, and then I'm gonna just build this exact thing for the remaining 12 wool colors. And so that'll take it over probably, let's see here, probably somewhere around here. So this whole section here is going to be wool, and then I got to figure out from there exactly what I'm going to do and how I'm going to do it, because I would like to have that also be connected to my iron farm, my wheat farm, and all the other farms that are down there. And I just picked up some wool, and I'm not sure where I got that from. But anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and build the rest of these units, get them all set up, and once I have that done, then I'll bring you back in. Alright, so I'm back, and as you can see, I have all the chests set up, and I have the sorting system all put in place, and everything's good. So what I did also is I put the different color wools above the chest that's going to go in, so the brown wool up there goes to the brown chest, so on and so forth. I've rerouted the water from the bubble column to go into the hoppers, and now I'm just waiting to make sure that everything's working correctly. Alright, so I know that the black, the blue, and the white are working, and so that should tell me that everything is working as it should be. Alright, so I cleaned up a little bit here of some of the stuff that I can take away. I think I'm going to have a little bit of trouble because I'm going to have to take that hopper away and put a block in, but I think I can do that pretty quick. Break in place. There, let me get my torches back, and then I'm gonna pull that out. Okay. Get my hoppers back. Alright, so all that I need to do at this point is make everything look a little bit better. Alright, so I think I am about finished, at least with the wool aspect of it. So I put a wall block or wall in here. I thought that would give it a little bit of an accent. I had put one here, but there's a block right behind it, and then it got that funky look to it, and I didn't care for that so much. So I just left the one block in there, and I got the stairs kind of making the wool stand out, and I kind of like that, so I continued that on. And so actually, you know what, I'm going to take these two away for now. So what I think I'm going to do is when I come up from the stairs here, I'm going to have a doorway right here. And so what I'm going to do is place a block there and a block there, so that I remember this is where my doorway is going to be. So I'll end up having a little bit of a walkway there, so to come out, and this will all be enclosed with chests and the ceiling, and then I'm probably going to have it come and circle around here, and then repeat going back up this direction. So I should have plenty for at least all the farms that I have now, and for some of the other farms that I have coming up that I'm going to build. And I'm going to be doing that in the next few episodes. I am Big Daddy Fun. Thank you for joining me for this project today. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will catch you next time.